Ladies and gentlemen, this is KL Snow. I'm here with an update on the condition of Delicious Devin Carter. Due to the savage attack by Casanova tonight, Delicious Devin Carter suffered a broken orbital bone, and unfortunately he will not be able to wrestle at June when he was scheduled to wrestle for the 3X Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I'm not sure what that'll mean for the 3X Wrestling title picture, but certainly Delicious Devin Carter will be out of commission for quite some time.
Wrestling fans, and welcome to 3X Wrestling Outside the Ring. I'm Midnight Guthrie with my colleague Chad Mylan. Why are you facing the wall, Chad?
Well, I just wanted to make sure everybody got a nice little glimpse of my new tie. Of course, you know, you've been up in my face about the tie, and I don't know exactly what tie you're talking about. You can gladly have this tie. I specifically brought it for a purpose. It's to show that I am indeed with Stupid. Arrow, of course, pointing in this direction. Your direction.
You still have my favorite tie. I know you still have it. I tried to get it back in the gauntlets, but obviously Gage Octane came to your rescue and threw me out of the ring, as I think we just saw in the clips. And just so you know, I am going to get my tie back.
Alright, I briefly remember that. How's the head going?
My head is better now. How did it go getting the presidency of the company? As you can see, he's not president of 3X Wrestling because he's still doing the show with me. So
got the tie on. Got the tie on. Got the tie on.
Disregarding the tie. The Gauntlet for the Gold. It was the 4th annual one. It was probably the biggest one in the history of 3X Wrestling. Stars from the past came back. We had Brian Ash, Bryce Benjamin, Derek Stone. But it was a very historic night. Devin Carter, the #1 entrant, became the first man in 3X Wrestling history to be #1 and win the entire match, despite the best efforts of Casanova, bribing Craig Kieseman in the Gentleman's Club at the end of the match. Todd Countryman inserted himself in the match. Chad Mylan even attempted to get him.
And I remember getting thrown out. I was throwing people out left and right. They were clearly scared of me.
You hid under the ring to start the match.
Yeah, and I did it really well, too.
And I threw you in the ring.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So anyway, Devin Carter wins the Gauntlet for the Gold, becomes the #1 contender, and then Casanova, who was sitting at the ringside table, jumped in the ring after the match, just sneak attack, you could say.
Snuck attack.
Snuck attack, yes.
That's why I got the tie on.
Okay. Devin Carter from behind assaulted him brutally. We know that Devin Carter has a very serious face injury. I don't know exactly what the injury is, but I know he's going to be out of action for June 26th. So, we have Casanova, the heavyweight champion, and his #1 contender is injured out of the match.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it's very unfortunate. So Jimmy Rockwell came to the aid of Devin Carter at the end of that assault, ran Casanova away, and now we know on June 26th at Downtown Destruction, it will be the rock star Jimmy Rockwell, the 3XW Cruiserweight champion in his 11th month with the title, fighting one-on-one for the first time for the 3XW heavyweight title against Casanova.
This is the Cruiserweight champ, Jimmy Rockwell. Next month at 3X Wrestling Downtown Destruction, I'm taking on Casanova for the 3X heavyweight title. Casanova, I'm sick and tired of you coming out and attacking Devin Carter after his matches or before his matches, whenever. I'm going to put an end to that, and I'm going to put an end to your title reign.
Casanova, I mean, you are a really evil guy, but even you have to be ashamed of your actions tonight. I mean, Devin Carter entered the gauntlet for the gold #1, entrant #1, and he went on to win the entire match to become #1 contender for your heavyweight title. And then after the match, despite your attempts to bribe the Gentleman's Club and Craig Kieseman as an effort to not have to face Devin Carter, after the match, you sneak attack Carter again. You beat him so badly, he's injured going into June 26th, Downtown Destruction. I mean, there's a chance he's not even going to compete on the card. I mean, how can you explain yourself?
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. Devin Carter has had his chances multiple times. He can't get the job done. Every time we get in the ring, I prove that I was the one that carried that tag team for so long. You know what, tonight, I told him he wasn't getting any more chances at my title. And you know what? I don't care if he was #1 and he went all the way through the gauntlet for the gold. He's had his chances. He's done. So I took it into my own hands to make sure he's had all his chances.
Well, Chad, we've heard from all the involved parties of the main event on June 26th at Downtown Destruction. It should also be noted Rockwell actually holds a victory over Casanova, albeit by disqualification in 2008. And now in his 11th month as Cruiserweight champion, he's on track to beat Casanova's record 15-month reign as Cruiserweight champion.
That's an unbreakable record. It's never going to happen, and a disqualification victory.
Yeah.
Disqualification.
Yeah.
He didn't actually beat him.
Well, he had him really beaten down. Casanova kicked him low to get out of the match.
But he never pinned him.
He never pinned him, no.
It's not going to happen.
Never pinned him.
Didn't happen then, not going to happen now.
Well, also on June 26th, we have a title match for the Pure Wrestling title as the Rebel Jeremy Wyatt defends against the unbreakable Zach Thompson. We saw Thompson gain an unbelievable victory over the debuting Bailey Mannix, a super impressive competitor out of the St. Louis area. We saw Thompson roll him up to get the victory, and the 3XW Board of Directors had so impressed with his win, has granted Thompson a title shot at the Pure Wrestling title on June 26th.
So he beats Bailey Mannix in a match, right?
Yes. Yep.
And because of the one victory, albeit it was an impressive victory, I'll give him that, because Bailey Mannix,
impressive.
That man's a beast.
Yes.
That man's a beast. Unorthodox moves, unorthodox lifestyle. You saw the film.
Right.
But after the one impressive victory, you're gonna just go ahead and just give Zach Thompson a title shot against, arguably the second most important title in this company right now.
Well, the board of directors has their fresh challengers policy where they like to get new guys in the mix as often as possible, and one impressive performance can do a lot for your career.
Right. Fresh challengers like a certain one-legged competitor who was the 3XW heavyweight champion, then wasn't the 3XW heavyweight champion.
I think you're referring to Zach Gowen, who did beat Casanova back in February for the 3XW heavyweight title.
And he cheated a lot, I might add, too.
He did not cheat.
He hit him with a leg. A drop kick.
Due to the controversy at the end of the match, a single leg drop kick, jeez. Due to the controversy at the end of the match, with guys all over the ring, and the referees got thrown, they ruled it a no contest, unfortunately. But yeah, the board of directors gave Zach Thompson his shot. We'll see what he can do. Now, here's some words from Jeremy Wyatt, who, as we know, is one of your favorite competitors here in 3X Wrestling.
Jeremy Wyatt, it certainly wasn't your night tonight here at Mayflowers of Power. First, we saw your six-man tag team of you and the Gentlemen's Club lose to Jimmy Rockwell, Tyler Cook, and Mad Dog McDowell. Then you were unsuccessful in your bid to win the #1 contendership and the Gauntlet for the Gold. And now it's been announced next month you will be defending the 3XW Pure Wrestling title against a new challenger, the unbreakable Zach Thompson, who had a huge win tonight over the debuting Bailey Mannix.
Who?
Bailey Mannix.
Who's that?
He's a world-renowned competitor.
Exactly. He's nobody. So let me run down everything you just said. One, I was not pinned in the six-man. My bag is already heavy because I carry belts all across the Midwest. So I think I can do without the #1 contendership for now, because I'll get to that when I feel like it. And unbreakable Zach Thompson. Unbreakable, you say? June 26th is my birthday, for all that want to know. And my birthday present to me is going to be breaking your punk ass.
Also on June 26th at Downtown Destruction, we'll have a 3XW Tag Team title defense as the Gentlemen's Club defend against Mad Dog McDowell, the biggest athlete in 3X Wrestling, and a partner of his choosing. His most recent partner, the Creole Kid, is touring the Alabama territory on that date and will not be able to compete in Des Moines.
Well, of course, they'll be taking on one of my own personal favorite tag teams, the Gentlemen's Club. They're two world-class individuals there who cleanly and soundly completely crushed the North Star Express to win the 3XW tag team titles. I'm talking about Gage Octane, our, of course, former heavyweight champion, and Mark Sterling, the most dangerous man right now on the 3XW roster, in my opinion.
Well, they're unbelievable competitors. Certainly not the cleanest athletes, you could say. They do a lot of rule-breaking tactics.
They've never been caught with steroids.
No, they have not. No, they have not. That's because of 3X Wrestling's stringent drug testing policies. Anyway, here's some words from Mad Dog McDowell about who he has for a partner.
Drug testing? Uh-oh.
Midnight Guthrie here with Mad Dog McDowell, and we now know at Downtown Destruction on June 26th, you get another shot at the 3XW Tag Team titles against the Gentlemen's Club. But I've got to ask, the Creole Kid, I know he's touring Southern Alabama on that date. Who's your partner going to be to take on the Gentlemen's Club?
Well, Creole Kid, he's down there in Alabama touring around with his family and stuff like that. So I made a couple phone calls, and guess what? Crotch is coming back to 3XW, baby, and the Horn Dogs are reunited.
Crotch is teaming up with you at Downtown Destruction.
That's right. Crotch is going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. 3XW Tag Team Champions right around our waist. Gentlemen's Clubs, you better watch your backs.
Should be an incredible matchup on June 26th.
Chad, one match I'm really looking forward to on June 26th at Downtown Destruction is Shane Hollister is returning to 3X Wrestling to compete against Mike Seidel. Now, Mike Seidel is an unbelievable aerial competitor, just a ton of high-flying assault. But Shane Hollister's a devastating striker, really packs a powerful punch in a small frame.
Well, of course, this match isn't going to be for any titles here in 3XW. It's for something that's more important, and that's pride, Midnight Guthrie. It's pride.
Yep.
The two top athletes in the Midwest they've got to be up there on the top of the list there when you're talking about incredible performers right now in independent professional wrestling. You got Shane Hollister, who hasn't been in 3XW for quite some time, an amazing groundwork wrestler. He can high fly. He's had many, many battles against cruiserweight champions of the past, and has always came about that close to finally defeating him. This could be the match that'll finally set him over the top and perhaps get him a shot sometime in the near future against Jimmy Rockwell, if Jimmy Rockwell, is still alive after the beating he's going to be taking at the next show. And Mike Seidel, practically the man that gravity forgot there. Insanely high-risk competitor. That's going to have to factor into the match. It's going to be a fantastic match, regardless of the outcome.
Well, Seidel, we most recently saw back in Carlisle last month in an unbelievable performance against Craig Kieseman. Came very close to beating Kieseman. And then we also saw him come this close to winning the Cruiserweight title from Jimmy Rockwell. Should be an unbelievable match on June 26th at Downtown Destruction.
Mike Seidel, unbelievable performance tonight in a losing effort to Craig Kieseman, but that's a match you can be very, very proud of. Very back and forth, tons of near falls. It was just an incredible matchup, and I'm proud to say I got to watch it.
Well, thank you, Midnight. I do appreciate that. And you saying that reminds me of what Arthur C. Clarke once said. The greatest dangers are those unseen. And although I was that close to beating Craig Kieseman tonight, I just didn't see that spike snapmare coming. But when my head hit that mat, my skull cracked and my mind opened. And for one trembling moment, a great fissure opened in reality, and I transcended this world. So, physically, while I may have gone down in defeat tonight, I realized, Midnight, that we're all made of stars.
A transcendental Mike Seidel. We look forward to seeing more of him in the near future.
Also in action on June 26th, we'll have Tyler Cook, Craig Kieseman and his Viking Fury, Sexy and Smooth, the Asian sensation Ricky Kwong, Brady A. Desire, and more of the top competitors in the Midwest. Thank you for watching 3X Wrestling Outside the Ring. Please visit 3xwrestling.com for more details about this spectacular event on June 26th, as well as the newest episodes, thank you for that, the newest episodes of The Mind of Mylan featuring you.
That features me.
And
It features me.
Bonding with John Bond with his guest Gage Octane. That should be a real interesting one.
You think Gage Octane's the guest there? Just wait until my next segment. I got a former heavyweight champion on my show.
Former heavyweight champion.
It took a lot of time to book this. I mean, we've seen him on TV here lately.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you just wait. He's been all over. Just about practically any channel you can catch him on right now.
I'm very impressed.
I can't give it away, but this guy, he's a superstar.
Do you think he'd be able to help me get my tie back from you?
What tie? You're gonna have this tie if you want
It's
it.
not the tie I'm talking about.
It's Velcro. Here. Here you go. Here.
No.
Yep.
So
Now you
we'll
threw away the tie. Now you threw away the tie.
We'll see you on June 26th at the Des Moines Social Club for Downtown Destruction. Doors open at 7 p.m. Remember, visit 3xwrestling.com or myspace.com/3xwrestling or youtube.com/3xwrestling.3xwrestling.com for more information.